2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final.
Strap yourself in because we're about to get started for this wonderful tournament. Let's go. Hello everyone, thrilled to have your company this week. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy following the action out on the course. And Rich, what's on the mind of these players today as they begin their quest in the Q School Final?
Their focus is to get into the top 5 and get that PGA Tour card, as the next 40 finishers will graduate to the Corn Ferry Tour next season.
Lovely effort that. Standing over his second shot.
Just one stroke back in this tournament.
Yeah, that was a safe play. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left-to-righter.
What a putt that was. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. Henny, what's the player facing here?
And from around 135 yards.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
This looks like around 29 feet.
Starts off looking good.
This is on the tracks. This one could make it all the way to the hole. And makes it. What a bomb. And now 4 under for the day. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Pretty sure this is breaking pretty hard to the right.
Oh, that one started on a pretty handy line. Great speed.
Oh, you rotten thing.
Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Well, Rich, this is quite an interesting vibe, isn't it? Usually we're here for the Players' Championship, and that's millions of people are watching around the world and thousands at the stadium course. But these players on the Corn Ferry Tour are sort of getting a glimpse of what life on the big stage might be like.
Well, I tell you what, I can promise you the pressure coming down the home stretch, playing 16, 17, and 18, trying to win this tournament. It's going to feel just like it does in the Players' Championship. These holes don't get any harder or any easier with or without the fans. It's going to be exciting to watch.
A big opportunity with an eagle putt.
Oh, what a putt. And that will take him to 6 under. There's no doubt about it, Rich. This is an outstanding position to be in.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Beautiful swing there.
And he's down there.
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
And he's safely on the green with that shot.
And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
Oh, just missed the birdie. That's a shame. Okay, let's head to the next.
Rickie Fowler is currently in top spot. The par 5 awaits here, but so does an opportunity. Take full advantage.
Ah, that's a tough break. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Unfortunately, he'll have to hit out of the rough yet again with his next shot. This one doesn't look like it's hit with full intent. This would be a great up and down from this spot.
This putt for par here.
Leading by a shot after that hole. And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. That's pretty nice, eh, Rich?
Slim lead with multiple rounds to go here, Luke, but I got to say, I'd rather be in the lead than chasing.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke. GIVYYY Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final.
Our second round coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, glad to have you back with us. Rich, this player starts their round in the lead. What's the game plan for them today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack, so they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
And that one's on the dance floor, but a long way from the DJ. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Well, the putt will start out pretty straight. Take a little turn to the right, nearing the hole.
And this one is for his par. And down it goes. Currently 5 under for the event. Here we are at the 5th hole. Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow. Well, you like the look of those hands.
And finishing this hole with a little tap in.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 6th is a par 4. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. Well, this looks a rather familiar position. I feel this approach is from the same spot as yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday, trying to keep it up again today.
That is a golf shot dialed in right to the number. Chance to change his fortunes on the green. This would be a good one to make. Get excited. This could go in. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that takes him to 6 under. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. That reminded me of the Big Easy, silky smooth. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
And he's hit that inside the range.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
I'm down here, I've done the read, and this is a left-to-righter.
A little bit too much on that putt.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
He finds himself in a share of the lead. And Rich, I could see you on the edge of your seat all day. It really was one of those cliffhanger performances. This player has a slender lead.
Absolutely, Luke. You always want to have the biggest lead possible, but I gotta say, 1 stroke is better than none.
On behalf of Rich Beem and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.
.2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time for our 3rd round coverage of this event. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beem. Glad to have you back with us. I'm Rich. It's been a quality display by our featured player through the opening 2 rounds. How impressed have you been?
Absolutely want to be. He's in first place after 2 rounds, heading into this 3rd round. A lot of golf to play, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Now out to the 10th. That's not the shot he was hoping for. Sitting at -7. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That got a little out of control, I think.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Okay, safely on the surface, a chance for a putt to be holed here. Par putt coming up here. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. Time to tee off on the 11th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here.
Nicely done.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
How bad is this lie in the sand, Henny?
He's gonna need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. It's on a good line. And it drops. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And that will take him to 8 under.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The 12th hole is a par 4.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Don't be too steep into this one, playing from the card path. Don't want to ruin that club.
It's going to be challenging to replicate the birdie from yesterday.
This would be a great up and down. Ooh.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Sitting at -8 for the tournament. The 13th is a par 3. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Putting for birdie.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Oh, what a putt. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. Let's begin the 14th. Well played, mate. His second shot here.
Now a 3-shot lead over the field.
Chosen the pitching range here. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
It's just about 3 feet away. And our leader is now out by 3 shots as we head to the next. Well, Rich, this is exciting. Out in front with a round to go, but the margin's slim.
And this player cannot afford to not make birdies tomorrow. They're going to have to continue the good play in order to keep the chasing pack at bay.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey.
.2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final.
And we've got final round coverage coming your way right now. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside my booth mate Rich Beam. It's always terrific to have you join us. And Rich, our featured player has been performing extremely well in this Q School Final. That certainly bodes well for next season.
Most definitely leading the pack here going into the final round. They keep going this rate, they get the win, and their confidence skyrockets.
Let's check in with the action out of the 13th. And the question on everyone's lips, will he take this title all the way to the finish line? Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
It's on a good line.
Just building upon his advantage, he keeps making the important plays. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Currently in first position. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Didn't that look good for a long time? And this putt coming up for his par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
This one's come off the blade pretty nicely. You beauty! What a putt! And it's a one-stroke par four for our leader over the field. We've arrived at a par 4. Uh-oh, Henny, is that something that's going to hurt?
This one might end up in the pine straw.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? Second shot here on the 15th. That one doesn't look like it jumped out of the rough. That's some good golf right there. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And down it goes. 11 under the card with the stretch remaining.
And anything can happen down the stretch. Let's see what takes place.
On the tee now, the 16th, and it's a par 5. This one should find the rough.
That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
From the rough here, and I don't think that's going to be enough.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That'll make par a lot easier to make from there. Geez, making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. Time to take a look at the leaderboard now, and it's Rickie Fowler in top spot. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Right into the water on that one. Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. That's well executed. This one's heading towards the green. And he's safely on the green. John, what's the line on this putt?
This one looks like it's going to break right to left.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. What a lovely position to be in, holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Huge tee shot there, Luke. What a display of power.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful.
And with this putt, he will win the event.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
And they've done it. What an effort that is, winning Q School in what's a pressure-packed tournament.
Yes, hats off, but listen, it really doesn't matter, Luke. You finish first or you finish 5th, you still get your tour card. You still have an amazing opportunity next year. Hats off to the winner, but hats off to all the players getting through.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Q School final champion. What a life-changing moment for our featured player, Rich.
What an incredible accomplishment. Great win. Gives you so much more confidence heading to that first PGA Tour start.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.